I mean, it's worth it. It's well worth it. And I feel like I'm still gaining results because I'm working on things as I see things materialize. My mindset has changed. I'm thinking of just my goal, my purpose, things I want to do for others, things I want to teach my children.
Alena was one of the first people to join the program, and she's determined. She's a hard worker. She has a lot of goals and a lot of different goals and many things that she's striving to do. And she decided to join the program. So now I'm speaking with her for the first time in about a couple of months, actually, I think. So I'm not exactly sure the results that she gained. We're going to find that out today. So go ahead and watch until the end to see Alena's results. And yeah, we'll jump straight into it. So Alena, what was your life or mental state like before joining the program? I know you were at military camp, and it seemed like you were very organized already, and there were just a few things missing. So just briefly explain where you were at, when we were on our first call together and where you're at now.
So I found Chris's program just through researching and looking, because I was improving myself and trying to do things on my own. So I found his program during that time. Currently right now, I'm in my own home. I closed on August 16th. It was something that I needed. I had rented for a while, but finding his program, and throughout that time, I took the steps and did the assignments throughout, and it helped me get grounded, stay focused, just gain more clarity. And then the videos and the tools just helped me stay on course. So they were they helped me very much.
And you already knew a little bit about the law of attraction, about manifestation, right?
Yes. Yes.
So what would you tell someone that's maybe thinking like, what if I already know all of this information? What if I'm already familiar with the law of attraction. I'm already familiar with manifestation. I've watched YouTube videos. I've seen stuff on social media. Would you say it's the structure that really helps?
It's the structure. It is. And implementation. If you're not, you can know something all day. If you're not actually doing it, if you're not consistent, if you're not organized, it'll be a hit and miss every time. So your program helped me stay the course. And it was a blueprint and a plan that helped me dig my heels in and continue. Plus it was you following up. It was accountability. It helped me stay motivated. And as I saw changes happen, it was like, okay, it was like watching a flower bloom. It takes time, but if you stay consistent and stay the course, you will see results. It feels good to be in my own home, and I'm still working on further things, but it really helped, the consistency and the structure. And being in the military, I didn't have that on my own. I needed that extra oomph, and he gave that extra assistance through the program.
Yeah, it seems like everything falls in place at the same time. Like you came across the program while you were undistracted, you were in the military and you had a little extra time. So yeah, everything worked out. Now you're in your own home. And what is like one big goal, or maybe a couple of big goals that you have that you're now like more confident in achieving?
Okay. For one, I went back into the military for the education benefits. So to become a DO, and that's an osteopathy doctor, I want to do that. That's a large goal of mine. I see myself accomplishing in the next 5 to 7-ish years, and to have time equity. And that's just freedom to do what I want to do with my time. I have children. I have these goals I want to do, and an 8-hour job just takes too much away from what I want to do and my children. So the time equity, and to gain the skills as a DO, a doctor.
So you feel more confident that you'll be able to live basically on your own time and actually create these things. And did you have any type of like doubt or fear before joining the program? I know you have always been very confident. You've always been a leader. So
So
how did
did
you
I
feel
have any doubts? Is
those
that the
things before? Yeah.
So before I wasn't, so mentally I let things cloud my mind. It was like, so when you do an affirmation, you speak something that you don't see. It's like putting your faith into action. So before I would focus on what I didn't have, and now it's just believing. It's just, it may seem impossible, it may be outrageous, but if you make steps that work towards attaining this, I just focus on the outcome. I don't get distracted by the process, I guess. So if I know I'm doing work towards it and I'm saying it every day and I'm looking for opportunities, I'm putting good positivity out there, I know I'm going to attract people that'll help me make that happen. So now it's just more of a laser focus that, I'm not going to let anything distract me. And if it's for me, it's going to come in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And I'm going to keep going and pushing towards that if it's not right now. So it's just
And it,
staying focused, literally.
and
It'll
even if you
materialize.
absolutely, and even if you failed, like you wouldn't be discouraged. You would just try something new.
No, because failure means, okay, there's still something I need to learn. So what can I do differently? Who do I need to contact? What skills do I need? Failure is just a challenge. It's like, okay, you need a little bit more. It's more of a, yeah, it's just saying we need to refine some areas and fine tune and get better or get more knowledge. So it's not really failure. It's just saying it's not the time yet. So
Right. It's not the time yet, or it's not the right way. Like,
right. This way is not for me. It's going to come a different way. I agree with that as well.
that's amazing. And if someone is watching this video that may be, skeptical of joining the program for whatever reason, what would you tell them?
Um, for me, I looked at the advertisement a few times. It wasn't that I was skeptical. I was just hesitant to invest. So I would say invest in yourself and really don't look at it as, oh, I'm paying so much money. Look at it as you're going to invest in some way. And whatever you do invest, there'll be a return on it. But then it's like, okay, if you invest $1 or $30 or whatever, it doesn't matter the price, it'll be a quality in it and behind it. But bottom line is you challenging yourself to do the work. So it has to be of some value to you. And if you want to grow, you're going to have to put in some work time. There will be a sacrifice. So, and if you look at it, finances are just energy. So it's an exchange. So if you look at it as I'm investing in myself, it won't be a loss. It'll be a gain overall because it's going to multiply. And I can't even put an exponent on it. It's going to multiply. So it's you investing in you. And right now I need to do self-care because I'm not where I want to be. I'm doing so many things, but you have to invest in you. And for me, that investment was getting my mind right, getting certain things physically to materialize, and then I can be able to sit down and exhale. I've had spa days, but I want a certain outcome. So physically right now, yes, I need to take more time, but it's an investment overall. It's just bottom line an investment. It's how you look at it and your mental state behind it. But
Absolutely. Like you said, it's the mindset and that's the foundation. And a lot of people just want to do things and just, push towards wherever they want. But if they don't have the right mindset, when adversity comes up, when times get hard, when something says or someone says something to you, it can discourage you. You can just stop. But when you have that mindset, you have a powerful, committed, determined mindset, and you know what you need to be doing, then the path is much easier. It's much more smooth. You feel more confident in yourself because it all starts on the mindset, the foundation. So thank you for sharing. And, do you feel like you got your return on the investment? Because I know you said it's also an energy investment, it's a time investment. And do you feel like somebody, if they join the program, they would, benefit from that, see results?
Oh, absolutely. But like we said, as we said, it's a mindset. You have to come in knowing that, okay, this is an investment in me, and you have to put in the work. It's not just, this is going to be easy. Because a lot of times, like even listening to the positive YouTube videos, I had to, if it was something negative coming, I either put on a video, put on a song, and you have to continuously correct your mind. So, and that's as you're learning. So it's just retraining basically. And like I said, I'm in the military, so they do a lot of physical training and some mental, but it wasn't in this, it wasn't in a seeing something materialize type training. And then so you have to go with how you were raised and how your mind materialized things, and then you have to change it, or you have to alter that and focus on something else. So that it was work. It felt like more work, but it was worth it. So it just depends on what you want to do. If you're tired of being where you're at, and where you're at in life, if you want change, you have to change, but it starts within, and it all starts with our mentality, how we look at things. So not a lot of people are ready for that. So it's going to call you out. You're going to have to look in the mirror, and you hold yourself accountable. So Chris helps, but I had to do that work. And at times I just slept. I mean, after a cleanse, drinking water, working out, I was just like, whoa, I'm tired. And it was mentally, but I mean, it's worth it. It's well worth it. And I feel like I'm still gaining results because I'm working on things as I see things materialize. My mindset has changed. I'm thinking of just my goal, my purpose, things I want to do for others, things I want to teach my children. So it's taken me to different heights and new levels. And yes, so I just have to remember to keep myself in the equation as far as care and rest, and just having, giving myself some grace as well. But it is so worth it. It's worth it. You will not regret it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone watching this video, Alena is a very hard worker, physically and mentally. So I just want to put that out there. I really appreciate you sharing. And, if you could say well, let me rephrase that. What was your biggest breakthrough? And that'll be the last thing I ask you. Like, what do you think was your biggest breakthrough, the thing that really clicked within you?
Okay. I remember throughout this process, I shared with you my job I was unhappy with. So the biggest breakthrough, and even the service, because you do things like we train in the rain, like they say, embrace the suck. So my biggest breakthrough was looking at where I am in relation to where I want to be. And even my civilian job that I hold now, okay, I'm here. This is a toxic environment. It was taking where I was mentally and looking at the benefits, knowing that I'm not going to be in this place forever. And this is using it as a tool to get me forward. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but being in the job now is different from before your program, because before, mentally I would gripe and complain. I would speak positive things, but in my heart and mind, I'd be like, oh, I'm tired of this place. I hate this place. This place is so negative, blah, 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 blah. I don't see any sun because I work indoors. So I would mentally be thinking about the negative things. And even in the military, oh my gosh, it's raining. We're out here. Exercise sometimes is not fun, but if you can mentally take your mind away from the moment or look at the outcomes from that moment you're in, it'll get you through that moment. So for me, I had to look at where I was, but stay hopeful for what was to come and train myself to know that, okay, it's going to be this way later, or it's like a mental game. But that was the biggest breakthrough, that I did not have to stay in that feeling, in that moment of the suck or the yuck or the frustration. It was perspective, basically, how
Mm.
I looked at it. So once I changed my perspective, it helped me focus more and then get through things like, okay, I need to be at this job right now till things change. So why complain about it? If I'm here, I'm choosing to be here. This is my moment. So I have to work through this but the more negative you are, you're going to attract more of that. So if you can focus on the positive in that moment or just the outcome that you want to get from that situation, you can get through it easier. But that
Yeah.
was my biggest breakthrough because I had challenges with my negative self-talk.
So basically changing your perspective, putting your focus on the positive instead of the negative in the situation, because every situation has both positive and negative in it. Just depends what you
Yeah.
focus on. So I also remember you coming to me one day on one of our calls, and you said, there's this man who's just always negative, and you're starting to notice this in other people as well. And
Yes.
you even said, like, why are you being so negative?
Yeah, so I noticed it in myself and then in those that I was around.
Mm.
So for a time I just didn't hang around anybody, and I flooded myself with these videos, and I was eating I was doing no meat at the time, and I was focused. So it was like, okay, what are you willing to sacrifice? So if I couldn't find anybody like mine, which I was doing all this work changing, so I didn't think I would anyway, I just spent some time to myself, which was fine. It was peaceful.
Mm.
So, but then it made me aware of my thoughts because subconsciously I think I was thinking that stuff and attracting negative people. So once I changed, I'm like, okay, these outcomes are changing. So, and it will change your environment once you do that remodel in yourself. So
Absolutely. So I think that's about it here. Um, Thank you so much for sharing. I feel very humbled that, the program, the information was able to help you and move you
yeah.
forward in life, that you have your new house now. You're more
Yes.
focused, more positive. Always have a smile every time I see you on video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording.
Okay.